Alabama feels like the place where Southern history still lingers in the air, not as something distant, but as something alive, graceful, and deeply felt. Alabama carries a quiet kind of elegance that reveals itself through historic districts, stately architecture, and the slower rhythm of its most memorable places. Montgomery speaks with the weight of history. Birmingham holds a powerful civil rights legacy, and Huntsville brings a feeling of ambition and forward motion through its connection to American space exploration. Together, these places create a state that feels layered, reflective, and full of contrast. The beauty of Alabama is not loud. It lives in old streets, preserved buildings, soft light across historic squares, and the feeling that time has moved with a little more patience here. Whether framed through heritage, culture, or quiet scenic charm, Alabama feels deeply grounded and unmistakably Southern in the most refined way. Alabama is not only remembered for what happened here, it is felt in the atmosphere itself, where history and grace seem to move together. Flying into Alabama feels like opening the door to a new experience. One filled with beauty, comfort, and discovery. When you arrive at Alabama, the atmosphere changes instantly. Maybe it's warm sunlight, maybe it's cool mountain air, maybe it's the energy of a busy city, the calm of a coastline, or the quiet beauty of open landscapes. Every state has its own personality, and Alabama makes its presence known in its own unforgettable way. The roads, the skyline, the trees, the water, the architecture, and the people all become part of the first impression. It's the kind of arrival that stays with you. The hotel is where the journey begins to feel truly luxurious. A grand lobby, soft lighting, elegant design, a smooth check-in experience, and a suite that feels calm, private, and beautifully prepared. Inside the room, everything slows down. The bed feels inviting, the view feels expansive, the atmosphere feels quiet and refined. Whether it overlooks the city, the ocean, the mountains, or a beautiful resort landscape, the hotel becomes more than a place to stay. It becomes part of the memory. This is where comfort and elegance meet. Then comes the restaurant. The evening feels different here, softer, warmer, more intimate. The lighting is beautiful, the service is thoughtful, and the food arrives like art. Every plate is carefully prepared. Every flavor feels intentional. Every detail adds to the experience. Dining in Alabama is not just about eating well. It's about enjoying the moment, savoring the atmosphere, and letting the night unfold slowly. Some restaurants feel quiet and romantic. Others feel vibrant and full of life. But all of them add something special to the journey. And then there are the beautiful places that make Alabama unforgettable. Maybe it's a famous landmark. Maybe it's a scenic overlook. Maybe it's a waterfront view, a downtown skyline, a luxury resort, a mountain road, a beach, or a peaceful street at sunset. These are the moments that give the trip its soul. The places you stop. The views you remember. The details you notice when you're not rushing. Every state has its own beauty, and this is where it shines the most. What makes travel so powerful is not just the destination. It's the feeling of arriving somewhere new, the feeling of moving in comfort, the feeling of being treated to beautiful spaces, beautiful food, and beautiful moments. The feeling of watching a place becomes a memory. Alabama becomes more than just another stop on the map. It becomes part of the story. A luxury car, a flight, a hotel, a restaurant, a beautiful place, and a feeling that stays long after the trip ends. That is what luxury travel across the United States looks like. One state at a time. One elegant arrival after another. One unforgettable experience leading into the next. And in state name, every moment, from the first ride to the final view, becomes part of a journey worth remembering. Because the most beautiful trips are not only about where you go. They're about how it makes you feel.